So you bought your first mechanical keyboard, you love it, you use it every single day, you use it every single time you get to use it, and now it's a year later, 2 years later even, and it's dirty, and it needs to go to cleaning, and you know you're gonna clean it. You've been pushing it month after month after month, but it is disgusting enough where you gotta clean it. No one else is gonna clean this but you. And the problem is, you don't know how. Well, here is what you're gonna need. A box of Q-tips, keycap puller, water, not that glass, but water, and a container, and pliers. Let's not forget those. And soap. Any soap will do. Gonna pour some water into that lovely container. And take your sweet time. Enjoy the view. Pour some soap. Like I said, any will do. Give it that nice color. Something to stir with. It can be a chopsticks, it can be a pencil. As long as you can stir it with. I happen to find some chopsticks laying around, and make sure it's all nice and soapy. Look at that shine. Look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shine. Then you are almost done. You and me both know we're not almost done, because you gotta pull out every single keycap of the keyboard. And I highly, highly, highly recommend you Google your keyboard or take a picture of it first, because there's a really high chance you don't remember where every single key is located at. And that's gonna be a big problem when you have to put everything back. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure you're safe, because chances are you probably buy a keyboard that's streamlined enough where you can find a picture of it on Google. But just in case if you don't, then you really, really need to take a picture of it. And this process of plucking out every single keycap is quite annoying, because the bigger your keyboard, the more you're gonna have to do this. And I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you have Costar stabilizers, to leave those guys for last. Just in case if you haven't seen the other video, I'll provide a link down below on how to take out these Costar stabilizers. That's where the plier comes in, and it tends to be a pretty simple job, question mark, but sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating. And those little prongs that you see there, I would leave them there, I wouldn't take them out. And just keep doing that for every single one of the long keys, and some of them might fall out if you've been doing this for quite a while, which I have. And besides that, just take your time with every single keycap. And if you have cherry stabilizer, count your lucky star, because you don't need to worry about this step whatsoever. You just simply pluck them out. Look at it! Look at it! It's absolutely horrendous. And it's gonna happen to you. And you're gonna need to clean it up This is where the Q-tips come in. Clean and wipe every single nook and cranny as you possibly can. And also use the pliers. They're also very, very helpful. And if you thought that pulling out the keycaps were tedious, this is also very, very tedious. Because there are just little lines and segues and little cracks here and there that you really gotta bring up your A game when you take them out. Because this requires very thorough cleaning, and the process is not fun. This is not fun at all. But it has to be done because I'm pretty sure you don't want a disgusting keyboard. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to spend $100+ to buy a different keyboard just because the one you currently have is filthy. Remember those keycaps from before? It's time to give them a bath. Close the lid. Give it a nice shake. And keep on shaking it until all you see is soap. Takes a couple more shakes. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. Then let them soak. So after a brief period, I say maybe 10 minutes, take them out and grab a basket with a bunch of holes on them that filters out the water and it leaves the keycaps there. Then just rinse out every single keycap. Make sure that you do not have soapy keycaps, or else the keys are going to be really mushy, and you definitely don't want that. Because believe me, I found out the hard way, and I do it so that you don't have to. And I make this video so that you know how to clean the keyboards, and it's gonna be very fine, it's gonna be dandy, and you're gonna love it, and it's gonna be like the keyboard's brand new, and you're gonna have a good time. But if you don't rinse out every single keycap, you're gonna have a bad time. For those of you that have the Costar Stabilizers, taking them out, it's one thing. Putting them back in, that's something else. That requires a little bit more patience. It requires finesse. It requires dexterity. It requires determination. It requires patience. It requires you not being pissed off because it's your 10th time and you still can't put the spacebar in. That is the level of how quickly it can piss you off if you are new to putting back the Costar Stabilizers. Because I know it happened to me. I remember my very first time cleaning this keyboard. I remember how much I dread putting back the freaking Costar Stabilizers. And when I do video review on keyboards and have Costar Stabilizer, I always have that sigh because I know if you clean your keyboards, you will encounter this. And if it's your very first time, you're gonna see the frustration. I was frustrated. You are going to be frustrated. So you should really just avoid this in general, because you know it's avoidable. You know you can avoid this. Just buy a keyboard with cherry stabilizers. You know it's definitely can be done, but sometimes you gotta play with the hand that you're dealt with, and this happens to be that particular hand. At this stage in the game, the light's there. You can see it. You're running towards the light, and you know you're almost done. You know it's almost clean after you put back 100 or so keycaps, or less. If you buy 10 keyless, then it's less. If you buy 60%, then it's a lot less. But if you gotta go full size, and you gotta go full size with macro keys, it's more. But you're thinking to yourself, I'm almost there. I can finish this race. I'm almost done. Just a couple more, and I'll be done. And then the shell on the outside, it's a little bit dusty. You can just take a nice wipe Kleenex. It's gonna be nice and new. And then you will truly be done. There she is. Stunning, beautiful, immaculate. And you know that it's gonna be 6 months from now that you are going to have to do it all over again. So brace yourself. Keyboard cleaning time is coming. Anyways, if you like the content, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more awesome content.